I think that's the new top speed record. 70 miles per hour on the Navi, dude.
That's one of the fastest Navis I've seen now.
Navi Nation, it's your boy Mo, back with another performance mod video for the Honda Navi. I already installed the Polini Race air filter on the stock OEM car. We got the Polini filter installed, about to get a start. I've done a little bit of riding with it and I like the results so far, but of course, as always, I'm not gonna make any conclusions until I have some hard data in front of me. So on today's episode, we're gonna be doing some performance testing on the Polini Race air filter. Let's do it. By adding a performance air filter, we're allowing more air to enter the engine. This is going to change the air fuel mixture that we see. And this can in turn change the temperatures. A good way to actually monitor if the engine's running too rich or too lean, just by seeing the temperature that it's running at and comparing it to the baseline. While I don't have a baseline temperature, I did get this TrailTech TTO temp gauge, and I'm gonna go ahead and install it so I can monitor the temps and just make sure that I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary. So I'm gonna try to show you this as best as I can. This is the spark plug right here. This is the little housing for it. And it's gonna be sitting kind of like that, right? Pressed against the edge right there. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna push it all the way in to the side and then pull it out. I'm not gonna be able to do it with one hand, I don't think. What I do is I just put like, one finger at the top of it, one finger all the way at the bottom. I rotate that and I just pull back and forth and it comes right out. And so once we got that off, we're actually gonna have to take the spark plug out. To go ahead and take out the spark plug, we're gonna use a 5/8 inch spark plug socket. That is a tight fit, barely enough room. But I got it. I should be able to just hand spin it out. And there we go. That is my spark plug. I would say this looks pretty good. I think this is like almost exactly what you would want your spark to look like. Here's a guide from Tuning Matters so you can check your own plug. So I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna rejet. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the carb the way it is because as of right now, that does look like it's pretty good. To install the temp gauge, go ahead and slide this over the plug facing down. Make sure it's not facing up or it will not fit. This might be tough to see, but position the temperature sensor to like this left side where that line is. It'll fit. Then just hand spin it back into place, tighten it with your ratchet, slide the spark cover back on, and you should be all set. Now just attach the gauge and you're on. The one thing that I learned was that the cord for this is not as long as the cord for the RPM tack, and so I wasn't able to mount it where I want it. So I have it set up here just for now, and I ordered an extension cord, and so hopefully once that comes, I can go ahead and extend it and put it in the permanent spot, which is gonna be over here on my dashboard next to my Apple Watch navigation display and my RPM tack. So I'm gonna set the temperature gauge right over here so it's gonna match and finish off the dash. Our plans for the day are to go on a Malibu Canyon ride with some Groms, some other 125cc bikes, and see how the Navi holds up. And then after that, we'll do some acceleration testing. We'll meet back up for a review and I'll tell you guys all about how it did. All right, let's get it.
I hope you can see that, but there's the needle way past 60. No, this is insane. This is insane. Are we actually doing that? We're holding it 10,200 RPMs. That's a new top speed record, I think. I think that's a new top speed record. All right, I literally just pulled over on my way to the group ride right now, just so I could check on that top speed because that felt insane to me. Last track. Come on. 70? Oh, yo, 70 miles per hour on the Navi, dude. Holy, oh my God, bro, we really hit 70 miles per hour. Oh, that's crazy. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my God, we just hit 70. Yo, what? Okay, I gotta go to this group ride, but holy. If anything, we're off to a really good start. Get moving, bro.
That bike is fast.
What do you got in there?
That's one of the fastest Navis I've seen.
I know.
Damn. And it's clean.
Thank you, bro. Honestly, I haven't done much to it.
It moves, man.
On my way home now. The ride today was super fun. I got some awesome results to our new top speeds, and then I just finished up doing some acceleration testing as well. So let's go over the results here and talk about what we got. Obviously, the most exciting thing was we hit 70 miles per hour today on the Navi. I was like a little kid, dude. I was so fired up when I saw that number. I was not expecting that at all. So that's awesome. I definitely need to get a speedo that can go up a little bit higher now. Yeah, let's go over top speed some more. So downhill top speed, obviously 70 miles per hour. That's amazing. That's a big dub.
So let's go ahead and talk about that some more, because 70 miles per hour is massive. And I think that officially makes me the first Honda Navi to hit 70 miles per hour. I'm gonna go ahead and claim that on the channel right here, right now. You saw it, 70 mile per hour Honda Navi. If anyone else wants to dispute that, go ahead and post some video evidence. Hans and I will welcome it. But until then, first ever 70 mile per hour Honda Navi. But what's even better than that is after that huge downhill section, the Navi was on flat ground maintaining speeds above 60 like it was nothing. Obviously, as soon as we hit a little bit of an uphill, we lost that, but it was holding on strong. I mean, you saw in the video, and I'll also post the results from the Diablo app that show you just how long we were cruising above that 60 mile per hour mark. So, awesome results from this mod, awesome results from the Navi and from the testing today. And I just can't wrap my head around it. That was crazy, guys. All right, let's get back to it.
So for flat ground top speed, the bike is actually cruising at 60 now. I won't say cruising, right? It's still at the top. It's still struggling. It's still like pushing as hard as it can to cruise at that speed. Any type of slight uphill even, it's not going to get up to 60. It has to be like a perfectly flat road. So, again, it's not really like every single time I'm opening the throttle, it's going up to 60. On this road right here, there's a very slight incline. It'll probably only go to like 55. It has to be like the most ideal, perfect conditions for it to be there. But it's very cool that it's getting there. And I think given that my belt has like 8,000 miles on it and my clutch has 8,000 miles on it, I think if I just switch those two things, I'll give the Navi a bit more ability to hold itself up at those speeds a little easier. So that's definitely going to be one of the next things that I do, just some basic maintenance, throwing a belt on a new OEM clutch just to kind of see if that changed anything before we start doing, performance belt or performance clutch and testing that stuff out too. So yeah, 70 miles per hour downhill, 60 miles per hour flat ground. Uphill is like a tricky one, obviously, because some hills are going to be bigger than other hills. But I will say there have been some uphills where the Navi is going like 55 miles per hour now, which is higher than ever before. So generally on hills, like on the same hill from before, it'll do a higher top speed now, which is awesome. No complaints there. So yeah, that's top speed. Obviously, these are huge improvements. These are really awesome results, and I'm very excited with how this is running. Temperature wise, I haven't seen the temperature go over 300, but it is like around that 260, 270, 280 area. I'm not like concerned about it. I don't think it needs a jet. I might be able to lean it out a little bit more and get some more performance out of it, but given that I'm going to be swapping the carb out soon anyways, I figure I should just leave it as is. But if you guys do want to see me rejet this OEM carb and see if we could lean it out a little bit more, let me know in the comments and I'll give that a shot. Shit, I should be using this the whole time. God damn it. I just realized that this camera up here was off this whole time. Moving on to acceleration. We didn't see the same like overall across the board crazy increase to acceleration as we did to the top speed, but let me get into that. Our 0 to 30 mile per hour time is back to 4.6 seconds. So it's back to where it was before we did the light and flywheel. So it's about 0.4 seconds. So I'm going to have to figure out, maybe that's because of the tuning. Maybe that's just because of the belt or like the clutch, like I had mentioned. So once I switch those things out, we'll do some more testing and see. But our 0 to 40 time is now 7.6 seconds. So it's down about 0.4 or 0.6 maybe. I think it's 0.6. There's a big improvement there. So what I know noticed is we did get a lot more power in the mid-range and the top end out of this mod. I did read online that having a longer intake hose is better for low-end power, and then having a shorter intake hose or just having the filter attached directly to the carb is better for high-end power. That kind of seems like it is the case, because we lost a little bit on the bottom end acceleration from 0 to 30, but we gained a little bit from that 30 to 40 mark and that 40 to 50 and beyond there. So a lot more power in the top end. So that is something to keep in mind. If you are favoring more low-end acceleration, low-end power, you know, you want a quick takeoff, I would highly recommend a longer intake hose. If you guys remember Jalen's bike, he has the man in the box with the long 90-degree hose on it, and his bike takes off from a stop like no other. Like, it will beat any Navi I've seen. It dusts me off the line. Okay, so but once we get up to that, you know, 45 miles per hour area, my bike just comes roaring back because I have more top end power. So keep in mind, if you want more acceleration, you want a longer hose. If you want more top end, you want a shorter hose. And if you want like a good mixture of both, I would get kind of a, you know, something in the middle there. And then obviously you're gonna have to play around with that and see what works best and what you like the best, right? So I'll probably play around with it as well. All right, so just to wrap it up, we had some significant improvements to top speed. We had some good gains to mid-range and top end acceleration and power. Overall, a lot more responsive throttle after doing this mod. The bike is louder and it sounds a lot more aggressive, I would say. For something that I just slapped on, you know, it was really easy, really simple, performs really well. I'm super happy with this mod. You could find this at Reckless Customs, and you could find it at a couple other places. I'll link them all down below so you guys can pick and choose and see what's available. But you know, I would highly recommend this. And again, if you want like a longer hose, you can get a longer hose and just attach it. I think this is a great mod overall. I'm a big fan of it. Thank you, Reckless, for sending this over for me to check it out. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button below. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, it's your boy Mo. I'll see you later.